Hey everybody, welcome to the Fight Network studios. I am John Ramdeen and this is F&NE. As usual, Robin Black will join me to discuss some of the stories of the day. We'll hear from some of the fighters that will be involved with UFC 188, which goes down this Saturday in Mexico City. Interim heavyweight champion Fabrizio Werdum is confident heading into Saturday's main event. The jiu-jitsu champion feels that Cain Velasquez's coach, Javier Melendez, might be doubting his fighter's chances.
Javier is his coach, say a lot of things, but I think he's not confident. He never say nothing, but this fight he said a lot of things. Why? Because maybe he don't have confidence. I try to knock down him or submission him. For sure, you ask me, Werdum, you try the decision? No, I want to try to finish the fight. It's same thing. I'm trying to finish or submission. I'm trying not decision. I don't like decision.
The always vocal Luke Rockhold was more than happy to speak his mind about the man that will be facing his teammate Cain Velasquez, and he wasn't mincing words when it came to Fabrizio Werdum.
Werdum's just a delusional, self-absorbed, fake person, fake champ, and he's a joke. He fights like a coward. If I ever had to resort to butt scooting to try to win a fight, I would retire and go hide under a rock. We all watch that shit. We all see how fake Werdum is, and it's a joke. Coming and trying to shake hands with us and be buddy, and then subtly talk, take little jabs behind the scenes. Doesn't go unnoticed, and you pissed off the champ. Not a good place to be in.
Gilbert Melendez, who will be squaring off with fan favorite Eddie Alvarez in the co-main event, was critical of his opponent's fight IQ.
I don't think Eddie Alvarez, the more I get to know him or hear him, I don't think he's the brightest human being at times. I think he's a very good fighter, and I think he's, has natural instincts, that make up for his intelligence. But I do believe my fighter IQ is better, and I think what separates us is I am more of an intelligent fighter, and I do make better decisions, and I will make less mistakes, and I will capitalize on his, and I think that'll be the difference in this fight. We both like to throw big bombs. We both like to come forward. We both think we're better in every position, but one thing I like to bring, I do talk about is, the mental and the focus and the intelligence, and I think that's what separates us. I think I'm smarter in that department.
And getting you set for that main event and co-main event, FN is pleased to present our preview show. It goes down 7 p.m. Eastern, and then turn back to FN following the pay-per-view as we break down all the action and send you to the post-fight press conference. Happy to be joined by Mr. Robin Black in the main event for the UFC Heavyweight Championship. I think about a month ago, everybody, I would say 99% of the people on the planet that are fans of mixed martial arts, choosing Cain Velasquez. We know that he's destructive, he's always in tip-top shape, and we've seen his past performances against some of the best in the world. Now we're only a few days out from this unification bout, and I think it's more 80-20. Are we going to see more people jump onto the Fabrizio Werdum bandwagon? Because a lot of people now are starting to see maybe he can catch him. Maybe there's something not right with Velasquez's the training camp going into this. Javier Melendez saying the things that he said. Daniel Cormier approaching Fabrizio Werdum saying, oh, you ticked him off. You shouldn't have done that. Is Fabrizio Werdum, is he the silent assassin right now?
It's fun going in and looking at all these, building, getting ready for our pre-show and getting ready for the weekend. We'll go back and watch some of these fights. We'll go and really analyze them. Fabrizio Werdum against Hunt was losing that fight to Mark Hunt. Yeah. And he was getting discouraged in round one. He really was. And all he did was fake a low single enough times that when he changed his level and hit Mark Hunt with the flying knee, he knocked him out. Awesome. Knock the guy out. Fight's over. You win. If that doesn't happen, how does that fight unfold? He's losing that fight. And he's getting discouraged. Round one ends. He's sitting in his corner. He's not sure. Cain Velasquez, you look at those fights over Dos Santos, coming further, just almost fanatical desire to break you. Man, if he starts doing that to Werdum, I don't know if Werdum can handle it. Now, Werdum is spectacular with his finishes, submissions, and his strikes. Can he knock him out in round one and a half? Sure he can. But if this thing goes into 2 and 3, Cain Velasquez is going to smash the crap out of that man.
We heard Luke Rockhold saying the butt scoot, and I think everybody looks at that fight with Alistair Overeem, and maybe that's the way that this fight's going to play out, in the sense that, yes, Werdum, he's knocking guys out, looking good, but what happens if things don't go his way and Cain Velasquez puts the heat on him? Does he revert back to playing that jiu-jitsu game, come down to my world, and if you do, you're going to pay the price.
Yeah, who are you? You know, who are you in a fight? Because most of us on planet Earth, whether it is after 27 punches to the head, after 50, after being squashed, you know, Cormier and Cain Velasquez both beat guys up by fanatically wearing them out. It's just intensity. And that, at some point, you can't handle it anymore. Where can Werdum handle it? That's what we're going to find out. A lot of times, the guys who beak off a lot are the guys who can handle it the least.
Well, Fabrizio Werdum says he's ready. He's ready. He knows that Cain Velasquez is going to bring the heat. He's going to bring the fire. He said, my training camp has allowed me to be able to take punishment, to take the damage that he's going to bring my way, but for how long?
Have we ever seen him take the kind of abuse that Czech Congo took at the hands of Cain Velasquez, that Antonio Silva took at the hands of Cain Velasquez, that Junior Dos Santos took? Have we ever seen him do that? We never have. That means we don't know if he can do it, and more importantly, he doesn't know. So he needs to beat Cain Velasquez in the first 2 rounds. And those first 2 rounds are going to be pretty awesome to watch. He could do it. Sunday morning, we can come, oh my God, Werdum. If he were to finish Cain in that first round or the second round, we still won't know the answer to that question, if he can handle that kind of thing. Because Dos Santos knocked out Cain Velasquez with a big overhand right, the first time ever on Fox, and then he found out what happens if you don't knock him out. I'm getting more and more excited for this weekend.
Quickly, got to talk about Gilbert Melendez, Eddie Alvarez. Gil says he's just a smarter fighter in the whole mixed martial arts game. Eddie Alvarez, a good scrapper, has that wrestling background, but tries to use his hands. Gilbert says he's got too many tools and too much experience.
Eddie fights as much as he's the ultimate risk taker, as much as he gets himself in firefights. We know that. It's the Sap Alvarez scale. But he also uses broad stroke intelligent choices. When he wrestles, his hips are lower than yours, whether he's attacking you or you're attacking him. That's a wide base. He has all these wide strategies that help him fight that way. Doesn't matter. They can say whatever they want. That fight is going to rule.
UFC 188 goes down this weekend in Mexico City. Don't go anywhere. More fight news now extra is coming at you.